There's a silence in a lot of Caribbean households when it comes to mental health. Not always, but often. You don't talk about feelings, you pray, you push through, you get over it. But that silence can become its own form of harm. I've seen firsthand what happens when mental health is left untreated, how family members, especially caregivers, carry that emotional weight alone, become isolated. I've also seen how high functioning anxiety and depression can get masked by achievement and humor and will often go unnoticed until someone is burned out or in crisis. Unresolved trauma gets passed down like heirlooms, not just through behavior, but through beliefs, through nervous systems, through the whole body. And when mental health struggles aren't named, aren't addressed, they don't disappear, they just go underground. They live in our relationships, our coping strategies, even our self-worth. And we need to talk about this more, not just for ourselves, but for the generations that come after us. Part of that conversation means looking at our traditions, the expectations, the obligations that we inherit. Because a lot of what gets passed down culturally, what gets labeled as tradition, is often rooted in trauma. They're the practices that were created out of survival, out of necessity, out of protection. And when survival has shaped your story for so long, stepping into healing can feel unsettling. Joy can feel unfamiliar. Rest can feel unsafe. Compassion for yourself and for others can feel like a really big risk. But resistance is normal, and it doesn't mean that you're broken. It means you're touching the parts of your story that once needed protection, and now they might be ready for something more. Healing isn't forgetting where you come from. I want to make that clear. It's about honoring your roots while still giving yourself permission to grow beyond survival, because you are allowed to heal. You are allowed to experience joy. You are allowed to rewrite the story, and you are not alone.